As many of you get ready to hit the road, beginning of the RV season, it is springtime, or at least warmer in some areas of the country. Not so much here. It just got finished snowing. But there's many different things that you want to take into account and mistakes you don't want to make. So in this video, we're going to talk about 7 mistakes you don't want to make as an RVer. Before we get into this video, guys, please take a moment, make sure you subscribe, notification bell's on. That way you get notified when our new videos come out.
Now, some of these mistakes can be dangerous. Some of them can be just plain stupid. Some can be deadly. So you really want to make sure you pay attention to all these and implement these into your RVing when you're out there. Now, number 1 is not knowing the height of your RV. Now, I would push a little bit past that. Some people know the height of their RV. They just kind of risk it, I think, sometimes. And
they think they're just going to make it.
Yeah, like we saw a Dutch Star trying to get through the Taco Bell in our town. We're like, that's never going to happen. But anyway, knowing the height of your RV, making sure you have an RV-specific GPS, that's really important. That saved us numerous times. On our last trip, we actually were going to stay at Cracker Barrel, and I put it into the GPS, and it said, nope, you can't stay there. There was a bridge headed into that we weren't going to be able to clear. So staying alert when you're driving, a lot of times I think when people are driving, they're just kind of like, you know, they zone out, but you have to be watching for those yellow signs with the heights on them so you know what is up ahead.
A couple of tips, guys. If you have an RV-specific GPS, for example, our motorhome is 12.8. I have it at 13 feet. When we go into gas stops, fuel stops, you always look for the sign on the overhang there.
And if there isn't one,
you get out and look.
I get out and just double check when I watch it.
It'll take you an extra 30 seconds. That's going to be a lot faster than replacing the roof in a motorhome or in an RV. Next one's going to be backing up without a spotter. And this has happened to us a couple of times. Thankfully, we have a great body shop for our RV. Country Classic and Wantage. These guys are great. But anytime we have scraped our bumpers, it's always been we've backed up without a spotter. Either I'm coming home or MJ's not paying attention or whatever. It's always the issue. Thankfully, we've only scraped a bumper. We haven't run over anybody. Now, when we go to campgrounds, spotter always. This has always happened at home for the most part. But yeah, just take that extra time. Even if you have 360 cameras, guys, especially in a motorhome, even the big fifth wheels, there's a lot of blind spots. You're not going to see things that a spotter is going to see.
Right, and if you're newer to RVing, when you're backing your partner or whoever in, it's more than just getting them into the spot without hitting anything. You have to make sure you're looking up above because there's always could be overhanging branches. There could be things on the side. Obviously backing in well enough to know that when those slides open, they're not going to hit anything that's on the side. So taking all that into consideration. The next one is believing the GPS that it's the be-all, end-all. Now, an RV specific GPS, yes, is going to be accurate most of the time, but you have to use your head.
Just keep in mind, so we have a Garmin, it constantly updates.
Yes.
We had the Rand McNally, we still do, stock. That hasn't updated. So roads change. It's not the be all end all with that GPS. The Garmin is really good though.
Right. And we experienced this about a year ago. We were coming home from the Florida RV Super Show and we got off in DC.
We missed a turn and then it rerouted us.
Yes, but it took us to a road that didn't exist. And we must have missed an update or something. We had just gotten the RV.
No, what happened was they were doing construction, so it might not have been updated on a map.
It wasn't updated. Yeah, so that was fun. Moving along to when you're at a campground, many times you will get an email from a campground with all your check-in instructions and everything. It'll say, do not follow the GPS on your RV. Make sure you listen to them because many times there's certain turns or whatever that the campground is well aware of. So if you're new, if you're a veteran, you probably know this, but make sure you follow what the campground tells you.
Yeah, a lot of times some of those roads, although there may be enough clearance for your motorhome or fifth wheel or RV, there may be low hanging branches that, again, like MJ said, the local campground would know about. So please listen to them.
One of the biggest mistakes that people make is not using the correct black tank treatment. And this is a shameless plug for Liquefied. Liquefied is an enzyme-based black tank treatment that hundreds of thousands of people are using. I'm going to go out on a limb and say hundreds of thousands of people
I would love that.
They would.
So Liquefied is a US-based company. Like MJ said, it is enzyme-based. So what that means is that it's going to break down the material in your black tank and it will turn it into liquid. Now, we did a full video review on Liquefied. We'll link it up above. Liquefied comes in the liquid form, powder, pods. Don't drink it.
My favorite flavor is orange.
It comes in the orange lavender. They also have their tank and sensor cleaner, which has gotten great reviews. They have their toilet bowl cleaner, and they have all new products that'll be coming out. They're being sold in select Camping World, soon to go nationwide, and they're also doing a RV giveaway.
They are giving away, but yes, and it's true, a 2025 Alliance Delta SLE ML206 travel trailer. Now, how can you win this? You can enter by making a purchase. You get one entry for every $1 spent on liquefied product. You can complete a survey for 5 free entries. So the more you buy, obviously like any contest, the more entries that you're going to have. This is going to run through May 31st, and then they'll be making the selection, the drawing, however they're going to do it in June.
Guys, go check out the reviews on Liquefied. And finally, since you saw them on our channel, you saw the ad, use the discount code EndlessRV and you'll get 24% off of your purchase. All you have to do is go to liquefiedrv.com, put that discount code in, and you get 24% off any purchase on the Liquefied store. So we want to thank Liquefied for sponsoring this video.
Don't drink it. This next one is extremely critical, and we're very good at this. I think
You're very good at it.
I'm a little crazy with this. It's not checking the weather forecast. Now, weathermen are not correct all the time. For example,
They're never correct.
last night around 8 p.m., it started snowing and we got 3 to 4 inches of snow. That was
It's
not in the
bad.
forecast until about
10 minutes before, till it was snowing.
Literally till it was snowing. That was it's never happened. That was crazy. So you can't always trust, but you have to be aware of what's going on. So I am always looking at the weather a week ahead of time. I'm watching the changes. So this way we have time to alter our plans. And we've done that quite a few times on the way down and back from Florida. A few weeks ago, we changed our plans because there was a winter storm Cora, and then there was another storm coming home. So we had to change everything. Just be flexible.
The next one, this happened to us many times, especially when we had the trailer. We're very new to everything. You're so excited to get there, set up. And the trailer took at least a half hour to set up. But you set everything up, and then you're like, crap, I can't fit the hose. It's too far away. You're too far away from the electric pedestal. You can't open your slide because something's in the way. So before you get ready and set up and you drop your levelers and you unhook and you do everything, have either your spotter or yourself go out, look, am I in the right spot? Do I have enough room to open everything up, set up camp? Because you're gonna really regret having to break everything down again to move your RV. The next one, this is really important, guys, not checking the reviews of a campground or a state campground before you show up. This has happened to us. We've been burned at campgrounds. We did check the reviews. The reviews weren't accurate per se, but it's happened to us, and it's probably happened to a lot of you out there.
Along with that, make sure you check your site length before you reserve that campground. So again, people are excited. They want to get this reservation done and not even looking, can I fit a 45-foot motorhome in this spot? So do that. You can also check Google Earth. Google Earth is a great tool to use. We use that a lot, looking at campgrounds, or if we're going to a Cracker Barrel, we like to look at the Cracker Barrel and see what the layout is. Can we fit in there? So make sure you do that to save aggravation before you get there.
Also take into consideration your towed or tow vehicle in the length of that site. If you have a 45-foot motorhome and it's a 45-foot site, well, you're not gonna have really any room to put that towed vehicle. The last one's going to be, make sure you do a walk around before you leave. Now, we have witnessed this firsthand. Remember, we saw that person, they were driving away with their steps down.
And we had a woman, remember we stopped a woman at a campground, she had her awning
awning
out,
was out.
So, yeah.
Check if your awning's out, antenna is down, steps are up, levelers are up, bay doors are closed and locked. However you came in there, you should be leaving also. Also check, this has happened to us many times, that you don't leave things behind. I have left behind multiple pressure regulators.
I love leaving those.
Yeah, I haven't done it in a couple of years, but many people have gotten free pressure regulators, compliments of me. But yeah, you don't want to be leaving stuff around, especially if it's expensive things. Take that extra minute or two, just do a full walk around. You do it, have your partner do it, and that way it's going to save yourself a lot of time and headache.
All right, guys, let us know where you have flubbed in the past. We've done, I think, almost all of them. And again, that's how you learn. You learn by making mistakes and you learn from other people. So let us know in the comments, which ones have you done? And let us know your big mistakes that we may not have mentioned.
If you like videos like this, guys, to the left of us, we'll put our RV Newbies playlist. We'll also put our RV Essential Upgrades playlist. And for myself and MJ, it's a journey of a lifetime. And we'll see you on the road.